What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the PrizePicks Pick Show. Back for more. It's been quite a ride so far this season with this tool, and we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep this hot streak alive. Almost 63% on picks total between myself and Zach over at FTN. Let's just jump right in. So we're going to go immediately to Domantas Sabonis. We're going to do what we keep doing. We're just picking on the Wizards. My cousin is a huge Wizards fan. He yelled at me the last time I did this. We're going right back to it. We're just going to pick on the Wizards again. And notice when we go to Sabonis, so let's search Sabonis right here. Notice just across the board, our projection is a lot higher than PrizePicks projection. We've got more assists. We got it for more rebounds, blocks, points. All across the board, it's just a sea of more picks on Sabonis. My one problem is the Wizards have now played 3 consecutive games without Tyus Jones. They've lost by more than 20 points in all 3. This is a team that's just totally helpless right now. There's a lot of blowout risk on Sabonis. So what I would like to do is we're going to go over to PrizePicks. We're going to look at his first half numbers. We're also going to look at his first quarter numbers, kind of have the plan in place there. But for now, let's just toss in Sabonis more than 15 rebounds, 55%. So honestly, I think all of these percentages would probably be closer to 60 to 65 if we didn't have a blowout as likely as it is to happen. So we don't have the exact same story on Daniel Gafford, but let's go to Gafford, and you'll notice a similar trend in the sense that we're much higher on both his points and rebounds projections than PrizePicks is. This is a great matchup all around for Gafford. He's starting to really settle into a role with Dallas. He's playing 24 to 26 minutes a night. His fantasy points per minute are fantastic. He's always kind of been a strong fantasy point per minute guy, and now he's on a team where he's got 2 guys, Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, who just create so many easy opportunities for him. They relentlessly attack the rim. So not just when they lob it to him, but if they drive and miss, and Gafford's guy has gone over to try and help and contest that shot, Gafford's left wide open for a putback. And then we also know his defensive upside. And because of his defensive upside, yes, we could go to his points. Yes, we could go to his rebounds. And actually, the rebounds don't even look that good. So we're going to look at the points here. But man, I really like the fantasy points. So we're also going to go over to PrizePicks, take a look there. And then finally, the last guy that I want to take a look at is Keon Ellis. And this gets back to just this concept of attacking the Wizards. Tyus Jones consistently is one of the absolute best in the NBA in assist to turnover ratio. They're already as a team about 20th, 21st in turnovers per game. Without him, watch that turnover rate absolutely soar. We don't love Keon Ellis just steals, only 53%. This is because of the way steals, just the distribution of steals is shaped. What we can do is head over to PrizePicks. You'll notice it's a very similar theme today. So in fact, let's do all of that right now. We're going to go over to PrizePicks instead now. And we're going to start, let's just start with Keon Ellis. Why don't we? So Ellis is also available 2.5 blocks plus steals. I don't typically love to do this where I just look at, what has he done recently and kind of go with that. But you can see he's consistently hitting this line. The reason why I like going to the blocks plus steals, number one, he's averaging 3.2 stocks per game this month in just under 24 minutes. Now he's playing more like 27-ish minutes per game. So that's really strong. But also there's this weird inverse correlation almost between blocks and steals, because in this day and age of the NBA, it kind of depends on the scorekeeper, right? There are sometimes where a guy drives, the defender gets a hand on top of the ball. Some guys are going to call that a block and a rebound. Some scorekeepers are going to call that a steal. So a couple nights ago, he had one block, 5 steals. The next night, 4 blocks, 1 steal. We don't want to get mixed up in that variant. We know that this is a fantastic defensive matchup for him. He's playing a ton. So we're going to go with more than 2.5 blocks plus steals. That's the first pick. Now, let's go back to Gafford. Kind of work in reverse order here. Do we have a fantasy points projection for him? And sure enough, we do, just 28.5. I can pretty much guarantee you that Zach is also going to have this as one of his picks. We'll see how much overlap we have tonight. Whenever we've had overlap, it's been phenomenal. The last time we had a lot of overlap was 2 nights ago. On Tuesday, we went a combined 6-1. Hopefully we can get more of the same, maybe even make it a 7-0 type of night. But Daniel Gafford, 28.5, more than 28.5 fantasy points, I should say. And then finally, let's look at Domantas Sabonis. If we go to the first quarter for Sabonis, we kind of have to pick and choose. We can take more than 6 points, we can take more than 4.5 rebounds, we can take more than 2.5 assists. All of those are good, but what I would really love to do is go to the first half. Notice now we can get either the points, rebounds, and assist combination or the fantasy score combination. I'm leaning towards the fantasy score because, again, I love that defensive upside that these Kings have against Washington in this game with no Tyus Jones. Plus, you get some extra point. It's 1.5 points for an assist instead of just an assist counting as one. So I'm going to go to the more than 28 first half fantasy points for Domantas Sabonis. This is the core three tonight. Again, we'll see what Zach comes up with. We can add. We're going to end up building a bunch of 6-pick plays tonight, in my opinion, and I think we're going to love all of them. So make sure you are in our Discord to get the rest of those. But in the meantime, we've got a great start here with these three. And by the way, promo code, I believe it's FTN March, gets you an extra 35% off of the FTN daily subscription. You can find that exact promo code. I believe it's FTN March, but you can confirm that on my Twitter at AlexBlickle1. You can do it on Zach's Twitter or on FTN Fantasy's Twitter. So we'll see you in the Discord. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.